Well, I think if Gazprom is unable to supply two principal customers within Central Europe, that's Austria's OMV and Slovakia's SPP, then Gazprom is the biggest loser. That's something like between 12 and 15 billion cubic meters of gas that it is currently supplying those customers on an annualized basis. And so if it can't reach them easily through Ukraine, it may not be able to supply them at all. There are discussions, from different parts of the equation and from the Kremlin directly saying that maybe Gazprom can still supply them through another route. That would still be very difficult, probably more expensive. So whichever way you cut it, Gazprom is probably the one that loses out, even though there are these two customers which potentially would suddenly have less gas arriving on their doorsteps.
So looking at the European equation, to what extent could the end of Russian gas through Ukraine affect Europe and European gas prices moving forward in the near term?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, so potentially if Gazprom is totally unable to supply these two Central European customers, then that is a net loss of supply to the market. And that's one of the considerations that the market has, and one of the reasons we've seen some of that upside in prices recently. So, that would result, certainly if it happened, it would result in prices going up. Some of the forecasting we've done at ICIS says that we'd certainly see a few euros of increase in price if the market is short, based on less Russian gas. And of course, what that means is that it needs to call on more global LNG to fill that deficit. So higher prices and certainly less pipeline gas arriving from the east are the main outcomes of no transit.